Hey everybody, good morning, and thank you for joining the Point Sales Seminar. We're going to have two identical sessions today, one starting now and then one at 2 p.m. So if any of your coworkers or friends missed the first one, feel free to have them join the second one. We will also record this webinar, so we'll post it in the Sales Hub, and we'll also email everyone on our Point email list the recording along with the deck. These seminars are focused around new applications, frequently asked questions, the advancements within the Point, terminal. But if you need training on Point in general, if you need sales training, if you need more operations training, feel free to reach out to us. Just reach out to us at pointsales@goboomtown.com. Again, this is just for new features, and we do this once a month, and we host all the information in our Sales Hub. Quick agenda for today. We have a wonderful guest named Manglement, who I think most of you are here for today, which is going to be really exciting to learn more about their software and how you can now compete with Booker, MindBody, and other high-end salon and health beauty software. We have a few updates on some of the previous applications we talked about, and then some new applications to talk about as well. During this session, feel free to ask questions. You guys can chat in questions or write in questions, and if we miss them, we'll make sure to reach out to you. Of course, you can always email that email address I just put on the page, which is pointsales@goboomtown.com. We don't let everybody talk during the sessions. We know how crazy that could get. I do have some people who are complaining that they can't talk during the session, and just not scalable. We got to keep this. I like to keep this around 30 minutes because I know you're all salespeople and you're eager to get back to selling. Again, everything will be in the Sales Hub. The Sales Hub is public information on all third-party apps, contact information. Third-party apps, they are being a third party. When the merchant buys a third-party app on the Point terminal, they buy it directly from that company. It is billed by Point. So again, it's not billed through the reseller or through Boomtown. It is billed by Point. Boomtown will assist and make sure that we have a kind of common knowledge on these applications, but we don't do 24/7 tier 1 support for all the third-party apps. Again, we'll just be an advocate, and we'll make sure to at least steer them in the right direction, or at least help them find the support teams for those third parties if they do need more information. Wanted to go over a few different updates. I have a pretty neat opportunity. FreeSpace is a new application on Point that you can do advertisements on the Point terminal, and you can actually schedule them while your Point terminal is idle, or while it's sitting on a counter, or maybe it's not being used. They're actually looking for merchants to try this out for free. So reach out to me or the info@freespace.com. It's a neat opportunity. I have been asked a lot about advertisements on the screen. You can customize a picture on the screen that is, when they log in, they see what you can pay with a credit card, and it has all different payment types, and it has kind of a still picture. But the FreeSpace application actually makes it so you can have videos and things playing on the Point terminal as customers are walking by the merchant's terminal. So pretty neat opportunity, again, for your merchant to try this out for free. Being a new product, we'd like to try it out with a handful of merchants. I did put some Q&A in here. Again, this session is recorded, and I'll send out the deck to everybody. But info@freespace.com if you're a merchant, or you can always email me if your merchant wants to try this out for free. It's a pretty slick UI. It does, it's really nice to see other developers getting creative with the Point terminal, and obviously seeing how they can help. Some fun news in the payments industry is Appetizer, who I've had on here before. They do order ahead capabilities on the Point terminal. They now have a self-ordering kiosk, and actually, what's pretty neat is the ordering ahead now interacts with the Point as the POS system, right? And then it actually interacts with the in-store ordering self-kiosk. So when I used to sell POS, I get a lot of questions about self-ordering kiosks, or why can't my merchant do self-ordering? So if you want to get in touch with these guys, they have some pretty slick hardware that interacts with the Point system. And again, so if I'm a customer coming in and I actually do a self-ordering, it'll interact with the Point system as the POS. So as I'm ordering, it'll show up on the Point system. And then the order ahead capabilities, I think we talked about this in one of the third sessions we did with Point. It's kind of a no-brainer for your merchant if they are QSR, if they have a very fast-paced location, maybe a coffee shop downtown. We do have a few coffee shops downtown that are using this software. And so basically what it looks like is, Appetizer has a simple You download Appetizer, they kind of give you some quick branding tools. You now have an application that does order ahead capabilities for your merchants. They'll customize an actual application, so they have the white labeled permissions and enhancements that will make it so, again, your merchant will go into the App Store and look for Joe's Cafe, right? And then download it, and they can do order ahead capabilities. So we've seen this be very successful. You guys have probably seen it with larger brands, but this actually helps kind of that smaller multi-location or enterprise brand, or even just that, crowded coffee shop, maybe that wants a little bit more loyalty and built-in awareness for their customers. Self-ordering is taking off pretty immensely in the U.S. In Boomtown, we have a lot of self-ordering partners that have built products. I'd say in the last 10 years, we've seen a lot of different developers build self-ordering kiosks, but it's really taken off in the past few years when McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, they're all starting to invest in this. So a lot of groups are seeing the benefit of self-ordering kiosks, right? Even if you go in like a Panera Bread today, they'll have, so you can order at the front, but you can do a self-ordering kiosk. There are groups that are interested in this, and they do, if you're trying to provide value for, again, those big locations downtown, this is the kind of stuff they're going to be looking for, and they're going to try to understand why they should work with your organization. So whether or not you're selling in Poynt or away from Poynt, get in touch with the Appetizer team. They're great to work with. They have a really good team in general that's very intuitive. They join calls. They'll help you sell. I've helped a lot of Poynt resellers utilize their order ahead capability. So excited to see what we can do with the self-ordering kiosk. Just a reminder that the new cash discount application is out, $9 a month per MID. Their team information is right here. The reason I just want to do a highlight of this is we've been testing it out the last few months. We found a few bugs. We fixed those bugs. Things seem to be going well now. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you want to get your merchants involved. I know cash discount is a very popular feature and functionality for the payments industry today. It seems to be the most lucrative and where everyone seems to be making their money. So reach out to info@cashdiscount.com or pointsales@goboomtown.com as well. All right, at this time, I'm going to introduce Justin and Daniel from the Mangoman team. We'll have Justin today actually speaking. So just, Justin, are you there?
I'm here. Yeah. Can you hear me all right?
Yep, can hear you just fine. All right, I'm going to make you presenter.
Okay.
And let me know once you have that rolling. I'll tell you once I see your screen.
Yeah.
And just to let you guys know, I've been working with Justin and Daniel for a while now. Really excited about the Mangoman software to help you guys compete with MindBody and Booker and a lot of these high-end salon softwares. It now integrates completely with the Poynt terminal. So this is a home run solution for you guys. Definitely listen up. They have some great partner opportunities. With the cost of the software, this is the kind of group you're going to want to partner up with. And it's the kind of solution that you're going to want in your wheelhouse, that if you ever come across that health and beauty, it's the one thing you're going to want to talk to every merchant. So Justin, thank you for the time. Feel free to take it away.
Awesome. Cool. Giuseppe, thank you so much. I know Daniel and I and everybody at Mangoman appreciates the opportunity. And yeah, we're really excited about the potential and very excited about our product and kind of where it's been headed. I just want to make sure, just to be clear, you guys are seeing my screen all right? Audio's good. Just one final little check there.
Yep, screen is good. Audio is good.
Fantastic. Okay, let me just minimize this guy. And okay, so yeah, let me just give you guys a little quick high level of who we are as a company. Mangoman is a 3-year-old company, and we are based out of Los Angeles, California. We're completely, and some might say a bit obsessed with the beauty and wellness industry, and seeing about what we can do to help improve and upgrade. So let me jump in. The main things that we want to cover off today, the questions that we really want you guys to have answers to, are: what is Mangoman? Who is Mangoman for? What does Mangoman do? What does Mangoman look like? And then, of course, what are the benefits for some potential payment partners? So let's jump right in. On a high level, we are the first all-in-one solution for salons and spas. So what that means is that we provide modern booking software and subscription-based marketing services to help businesses get more clients and run more efficiently. And what that really means is that we have a top-of-the-line booking software that we pair with a subscription-based marketing service to create some real synergies in terms of being able to offer the best operating and marketing system for our clients. Now, today we are only going to focus on the software side of this, but our clients have been really excited about this idea of pairing marketing with the software and the power that that can have. But again, today we're just going to stay focused on the software. So who is Manglement for? Our customers are mostly hair salon, massage spa, day spas, beauty salons, nail salons, pretty much any appointment-based business in the beauty and wellness industry, and our software is designed and catered for them. Now, what we don't do is provide software for class-based fitness businesses, so your yoga studios, Pilates studios, gyms. Our focus is primarily on offering the absolute best product we can for beauty and wellness, and so don't focus on the class-based or membership-based fitness stuff. What does Manglement do? A fair question. Basically, we offer a full solution for salon and spas to run their business, and this encompasses everything that they would need to have on a day-to-day, weekly, monthly basis. It covers scheduling and online booking, the big ones into reminders, confirmations, all the way to more on the inventory management, payroll, and reporting side of things. Essentially, it's your one-stop shop to get the complete solution that you would need to run the business. It's not just a scheduling piece of software. So what does Manglement look like? So one of the important things about our product is that Manglement, we're not a point-based app. That it doesn't actually exist or be able to function there just on the Poynt device. It's actually a standalone solution where people can access it through a browser. They can use an Android or iPhone app on their mobile, or even tablet device. So it's incredibly versatile. And all the functions of the software work whether you're on desktop or iPhone or tablet. So this gives us a few advantages and provides a few advantages to our customers. For one, being able to be at the front desk and have a nice large screen to view the calendar is something that is just sort of a basic workflow in the salon and spa industry, as I'm sure you guys have seen, when you're walking into these businesses. So, and the other nice thing is you can have a stylist in the back using a phone. The front desk person can be on desktop working through the calendar, and all these things work on multiple devices at the same time. Okay, so let's check out the software, and we'll do a little demo, basically some of just the key functions to give you guys an idea of how the software looks. So I'm gonna switch over. Let me just log in.
And Justin, while we're doing this, so just to make clear for everybody, so what's really nice about this software, again, you can run it on your desktop, your mobile phone. You can use the Poynt terminal as the payment device, and then it actually interacts in real time. So any adjustments you make within the desktop or mobile phone will adjust on the Poynt terminal as well, correct?
100%, and Giuseppe, that's literally what we're about to walk through. So the perfect setup for me. I appreciate it. So yeah, and as Giuseppe said, I mean, one of the really powerful things and one of the things that we've been really excited about is this Poynt integration, and so that's one of the major things that we want to cover off on today. So we've just logged in to the Manglement software. when we land, when the product opens up, we land on our home screen, which is the calendar. Basically, you can get to any of the key functions that you'd need to run a spa or salon on the day-to-day. Calendar, client, sales reporting up top. Then we're looking at all of our date navigation here, the date. We can toggle between different function, different views. And then up here are all of our stylists and all of the booking or appointment cards here. You'll see that there's the gray ones and this line indicating the time in the demo. The gray ones here indicate that the appointment has been checked out, and then any of the red appointments are people that are currently receiving a service at the moment. And then you also have the green ones, which are confirmed appointments, but obviously have not yet happened. As well, we do offer the ability to add time blocking as well. So yeah, so the two things I want to kind of cover off on quickly are just walking through how it would look to do an appointment on desktop, and then how it would look to do to book an appointment through our online booking. And then we'll walk all the way through the checkout process and as it would go with using the Poynt device. So let's say phone call, we have a phone call come in and somebody wants to get a haircut. We would simply just click on the calendar, and over here on the right, on the side panel pops up our new appointment cards. From here, we would type in someone's name. Now, the nice thing about this, we have a one-click function to add clients, so it's super easy for the front desk. You can see all the key information that they would need. I'll cancel this out for now, and we'll just use an existing client. So once I click that, obviously we've got our key information here, contact info in case we need to get in touch. Then right underneath that, we've got the select services drop down. And we've just kept this really simple, very visible. You can see all the services that they offer. The ones that they don't are crossed out. So we'll select women's regular haircut. We also have the ability here to add a service with a click of a button. No need to do that right now, but if we add that service, it's just as simple to delete it out. Then below, there's always the occasions of the need for an appointment note. So you can do that there. And that's it. You hit the book appointment, and the appointment is now booked. From this point, the stylist and the client would receive email or text notification about or email notification about their upcoming appointment to confirm that. And then also another great thing to note is that built into our software and into our pricing is that we offer all of the notifications leading up to the appointment as well, whether that be via email or text. Okay, so the next one that I just want to walk you guys through is booking online. So if I jump over to one of our clients' websites here, we have the Book Now button, and we've built this to be just an incredibly easy and different experience. Something that you're gonna, I think, notice from a lot of our competitors in the field. Just by clicking the Book Now, the booking screen comes up directly over the page. And I mean, it's just as easy to click off. You can click again, it actually saves the history. And then over here, to walk you through the process, it's incredibly simple. We've got our key categories to select from. So we could say we're going to do a color appointment. Then we go down within here and look for whatever service that we might need. We'll say we'll do a bleach and tone. That'll move us over to the staff page where we'll select a client, or we'll select a staff member. I'll choose Maurice. Then with, again, a click of a button, we move over to our day and time selector. So I'll go on Friday, and then we'll grab an appointment in the afternoon here. We've broken this up just to keep it really easy, digestible to read. And then from there, we jump over to the booking phase. So we have just listed out what our process or what our service is, who's it with, what time. And this is another great thing about our online booking that I think your customers are really going to love is it only takes the name, the phone number, and the email to book. Unlike a lot of other booking services that require a login, and you can avoid all that stress of customers using login and the client or the salon or spa needing to try to figure out how to get them back on, which ultimately ends up in less bookings because people aren't using the online booking process made simple. So for us, again, you enter in your name, phone number, and the email address. If you have any comments that you'd want to add, and you hit book now, and that's it. Essentially, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 step process, and you're booked. And so from here, again, the client would receive that confirmation, and then we'll jump back into the calendar and go to Friday, October 5th. And as you can see, it pops up right here. The star is there indicating that I've requested a particular person, and all the information that I would need, contact, the service, as well as the booking details. So from here,
the merchant pays at, real quick question, Justin, the merchant pays, the customer pays at time of sale, right? Or when they walk into the establishment?
Generally, that's the way our clients like to have it. However, we do have an option that allows clients to need to prepay through the booking, or at least some sort of portion in case of a cancellation.
Gotcha. Okay, great. And then I had one question come in while you were talking real fast. Is this good for med spas as well?
Yes, right now we are currently working with a couple med spas. There are obviously some, medical documentation issues that we're kind of continuing to build out our functionality on. But yeah, we are working currently with a client, so it is something that can work. Yes.
Okay, great. And then one last question too. As you were booking that online, so you were the customer, right? You went to the website, you
Correct.
booked it online. What if I book the time, or will it only show me times that are available, or how do we have it so I'm not booking a time that's not available?
Yeah, absolutely. With the cloud-based software, everything is instantaneous. So this was something that we spent a lot of time and kudos to our developers. If you've got somebody at the front desk working and building an appointment there, and somebody's booking it, the algorithm that they've set up will even hold that appointment while that person's building on the online booking, knowing that appointment may be booked. So point being is everything works on the spot, and all the appointments that are showing up on the online booking are the ones that are available on this calendar.
Okay, great. That makes total sense. And the pricing shows up as you were clicking it. Does it always show up the pricing, or can you have it so there doesn't? I know some high-end places might not have the pricing, but when you're doing the online booking, will it always show the pricing of each service? Just in case they change the pricing before the customer comes in.
Yeah, it is an option, again, for pretty much even all the high-end clients that we have for online booking. It's that comfort of even though I'm booking online, I still just want to make sure I know what it is, especially if you're going to do something, obviously, because some of the higher end ones may do the card up front, and that would then again require the pricing anyways. So, but there is that flexibility.
Okay, great. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so just to jump back, what I was thinking we would do then is we would grab one of these appointments and go through to checkout. So let's just say that I click on Marvin here. Oh, interesting. It's getting a braid and style. And then the client is walking up to the front desk. I'm the front desk person, and they finished their service. So I'm just going to hit checkout. At this point, our checkout screen comes on. This shows the price of the service that they've just purchased, or the service that they've just had performed. Then we also have the ability to add a service or product here, which again, one click, very easy. So let's say that Marvin's looking for some Oribe Gold Lust Dry Shampoo. Simple click of a button. All of the products are listed there through the inventory. And then down at the bottom, you can see we've got our subtotal. We do have the ability to add a tip here in case they want to do that. However, we'll do that process on the Poynt device. And then, yeah, our total, and you just hit take payment, and that'll slide us over to our payment options. From here, we have still a lot of flexibility, so I can give you a quick example. This is for an amount if you want to split the payment. So if I run over here and I type in 20 and hit cash, then that's $20 in cash. The remaining balance, let's say I want to put onto a card. And so at this point, this is really where for us and, Giuseppe, like you were talking about, this is really where the magic happens. And this full integration with Poynt makes things so easy for our clients. When I hit the Poynt button, the amount is pushed immediately to the Poynt device. Now, I have it sitting next to me, but obviously I'm sure everybody can imagine it sitting on the counter of the salon. So then I'll come over to the Poynt device as if I was the client, and we can swipe our card. Obviously, you can use Apple Pay as well. I'm over here, and then I'm just going to add a tip. And this is all the basic process that a customer would use. So I've added a tip.
Yeah, and I've seen this in person. Daniel actually at a bar in San Francisco showed me the UI, which is actually so slick. So basically, when they press the Poynt terminal, for everybody on the call, it goes right to the Poynt terminal. The checkout process is exactly the same as it would be on a terminal register. You can do the tip adjustment. You can do the email, SMS receipt, all that good stuff. So very similar checkout process. But it looks like, I love that you can do like a little cash. You can probably add a little, maybe I have a $50 gift card that I want to apply to it, but that all seems it works really easily with your software, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, this is something that our team has spent a lot of time with, and I just hit collecting the receipt, and as soon as I did, that the information comes right back onto Mango Mint. And as you can see, an additional tip was added for the stylist. So the great thing here is even with things about who the product was sold by for commission as well, we've really tried to think of all the details. But yeah, there's a ton once you get onto the Poynt device that you have the capability of doing for sure.
And then what about retail? Like, what if I have a salon and I have shampoos and additional retail that I want to add on to the charge? Do you guys have that functionality?
Yes. We actually just went through it through the Mango Mint process, through the Mango Mint software here by putting on. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. So I think my question more, sorry, I should rephrase it, is how do I upload that inventory? Do I just kind of go in there and build my menu for each stylist? Do I just go in there and build a broad menu for anyone who works at my salon? And then is there any kind of barcode scanning or inventory upload features that are made easier for the merchant?
Yeah, we do have. We will through even the Poynt device as its own barcode functionality, but yeah, the inventory exactly works like that. It's a general inventory that would be uploaded onto the software. Then once you have that, then you're even able to set the different variations within it. It's to be honest, as Daniel always says, it's exactly what inventory should be and what it does. You know what I mean? It's
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Any other questions coming off of this real quick?
No, that's it. I think just the barcode scanner capabilities was one that was kind of interesting. If I'm using the Poynt terminal, it obviously has a built-in barcode scanner. Can I apply those codes to the retail items that I already have uploaded in the Mango Mint software? Yes. Yeah. Again, the inventory works
the integration works with Mango Mint. However, that said, I will let Daniel expand on this maybe during the Q&As, only because he was deep into the inventory side of things, and I want him to be able to speak more keenly on it.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. All right, so yeah, that's it. Again, as you can see, the service or the appointment that we have now is grayed out. And another cool thing about this for our team members within the salon or spa is they can go right onto their phone and check the tip, of the client that just came. So a nice ability, and showing kind of the power of using multiple devices simultaneously. Okay. So
and then can I tip on the, like, real fast? I'm sorry.
No,
can I tip on the service and not the retail? I think that's obviously something that people are going to ask a lot about, and where I'm already starting to get questions on. As we did at checkout, of course I don't want to tip on the retail. I just want to tip on the service. How does that look? If I press percentage, it'll just do the whole total. So I have to basically go in there and manually select the tip amount, right? Not a percentage.
Correct. That's how right now. But again, there's a few of the details that I want to make sure that I'm getting correct on the deep side of these things. Again, like the much more technical aspects. So if there's something that I don't cover, I would say let's Q&A it at the end, and then that way, if it's something that's more on Daniel's speed versus my area of expertise, then I can softball to him.
Okay, awesome.
Cool. Yeah, and we're just about wrapped up. Again, for that was the main aspects of the software that I wanted to run you guys through. Is just to kind of show you how easy the workflow is, what the software looks like, and what the advantages are, in the product that we've built for booking online, or for booking directly through the software. So let me jump back and cover off on our last question, which are, what are the benefits for payment partners? And this is certainly something that we can discuss kind of more in depth. But basically, as you've discussed, Giuseppe, the idea here is for us to make closing deals for you guys as easy as possible. And that's something that we've really built this model on. The idea of not just trying to offer the lowest processing fee, but being able to come in and say, not only do we have these things, but we also have a full business solution that works perfectly with this company, Mango Mint, and they can provide you all the things that you need from the operations and marketing side, and we can take care of those other aspects, within the processing. So I think, helping to close more deals is something that can come out of the simplicity of the product and how it works and interacts with Poynt. The other one, again, is the long-term partnerships. As we said in the beginning, we are focused on building the best software and having the best subscription-based marketing services that we can. Those are the things that we're interested in doing, and we are not trying to become a payment service provider and are not interested in that. What we are interested is having a really strong relationship with our processing partners, with our payment partners, and making sure that we grow as they grow, over the course of the time. And then also strengthening relationships. As we said, we have some interesting, arrangements that we've been working with our payment processors, and are certainly happy to discuss those, through a call at any time. So, yeah.
And while you guys are new, just to let everyone know, they are not new to the industry, which meaning I've actually been helping them with a handful of merchants. They've been selling to a handful of merchants on their own. basically, and kind of teaming up with a few payment partners to see how this goes. And everything's been working really well. The merchants are super excited about it. They're saving a lot of money than going with MindBody and some of the other high-end retail salon software. So this has been a great partnership already. I would definitely encourage get in touch with them and build out a deal with them and find a way to help sell this, because this is going to ultimately help your reps and give you guys really good opportunity on one vertical that's pretty hard to attack because it's been so monopolized with some of the other software. But this is great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like you said, we certainly have been focusing on our own outbound sales channels, but it's been awesome to start to work with the payment processors and yourself as well, and certainly can see a lot of potential and growth for the relationship. So yeah, thank you. And I'll just say here, I was just going to say real quick. If you guys are interested in chatting or want to get started, have some more questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can jump onto manglement.com/payment partners, and there's a super simple form field just to give us some insight on who you are, and then we'll immediately reach out to you. Or alternatively, you can jump on email and send us one to partner@manglement.com, and we'll get back to you.
Awesome, thanks so much. And we're going to get to pricing soon. I see people asking questions about pricing. One thing about the good thing about the partnerships, guys, is that they'll help you. We have sales material, marketing material. We'll make sure that we have kind of that material available to you, so it's not a mystery on where to go find that. So we'll make that available. We're going to jump into some questions now. Is that correct, Justin? Is Daniel there to help out with those questions?
Yeah, let me. There he is.
All right, Daniel. Few questions that we're getting from our listeners is how many stylists can be listed within the software for a salon, or if I purchase the Manglement software?
There's no limit to that. So the pricing includes all of the stylists. And yeah, there's just no limit.
Okay, great. So no limit on the stylist. And then I did have someone ask about marketing material, sales material. We're already working on some of that. We have a lot of material already for these partners, so feel free to reach out to partner@manglement.com. You guys can do a direct relationship with them, and they'll help you out. Let's go over the pricing. I know that MindBody is super expensive. I think MindBody averages from $175 a month to $200 something a month for different parts of their services. What does the Manglement software cost for the for a merchant that's utilizing the Poynt terminal?
Right. So the entry level pricing starts at $125 a month, but the key difference here between us and some of these other tools is that we actually include all of the functionality and all of the features in that price point. So it comes with all of the text messages, reminders, and all of that stuff packed into that $125 a month price point. And then from there, it basically scales based on the size of the business that we measure based on how many appointments they have in a year. So it doesn't matter whether you have 10 or 20 or 30 stylists working at the salon, but then as you grow and as you get busier and we like to think of ourselves as helping them grow their revenue, then the pricing scales along with that. So it's based on the number of unique clients in a year.
Okay, great. And so that might seem expensive to some of you who haven't sold into this industry before, but understand, I went out with a few local resellers here in California. We had some kind of beta test merchants with the Manglement software, and they were excited to hear about the pricing. They were excited that it was way less expensive than MindBody. But also, MindBody does their own processing, so they have really, really expensive processing as well. It averages from 2.5% plus 15 cents. So if you can do an interchange and kind of save some money for them on the processing side, you're also saving some money for them on the software side. So yes, it's not the best, and Manglement would admit this too. It's not the best for every little nail salon or every salon, corner salon. It really is for the high-end groups that are processing probably more than 50 to 100K a month, which there is a very large market of those salons and health beauty doctor offices out there that would utilize this. Chiropractors, anyone who's looking for a one-off, one-to-one scheduling, it's kind of a no-brainer for those merchants. So you guys now have a solution that's going to be competitive with Booker and MindBody.
Yes, and
real quick too, do you guys support multi-merchant? How does that work? So if I am a salon but I have 10 contractors.
I love it. Yeah, that's a great question. So yes, we do support both models. So if a salon has the typical commission-based model with just one merchant ID, they can run everything through Poynt. But we can also do the other model where they have one Poynt device with multiple different merchants who are all doing their own processing. They can still all connect to the Megamint software. And then at the time of checkout, it can switch between those different models as well. So that's definitely something that we support.
Okay, great. Let me see this, and then I'm going to see. Do you know the software? I think I might. And sorry, guys, if I butcher this. Regaro, Regaro. I was saying, how does it compare with Regaro? Do you have any kind of insight there?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, we do have a number of customers who switched over to us from that tool. The main difference, I would say, is that Regaro is probably more focused on the scheduling aspects of it, whereas we are more of a complete solution. So, they are really good in terms of, the scheduling and those pieces, although we would like to think that we do them just as well, if not better. But we have all of the backend stuff as well. So everything, related to payroll, reporting, like all the complex little details that you would have in a salon with like 5, 6, 7, or 8 stylists, we can handle those as well. That's maybe where Regaro is not as great as a solution anymore. But if you have like 1 or 2 stylists and like a super small salon and just starting out, that's where we would typically see Regaro to be a good solution.
Yeah, absolutely. And some groups are asking right now, like, well, what if my merchant can't afford that? I mean, guys, there is a scheduler application that's $30 a month that has very simple, basic functionality on Poynt. But again, Megamint is for the groups that are a little bit more high end that utilize this type of service. MindBody has done extremely well in the industry, and so is Booker for that vertical. And so Megamint is now making a huge impact, starting on the West Coast and kind of moving across the country. So definitely looking for some partners to help out because there is a huge marketplace there. And again, when you start speaking to those types of merchants, they get excited about this. They're not really worried about the pricing. They need something that's going to be valuable for their salon, their health beauty shop that does have multi-merchant, like we just said. The cost does make sense. The processing that you guys can get down for the merchant is going to be a huge win as well.
And usually we also end up saving money on the software costs, just as an FYI. Like when merchants switch over to us and they might have been using something like MindBody or SDX or Millennium before, typically not just on the processing fees, but also on the software fees, we end up lowering those because if you take a look at like the costs of some of these other tools, they start around the same price point where we start, but then they scale rather quickly, whereas we tend to scale much lower. So at the end of the day, it's not uncommon for us to save merchants on that side as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Someone just made a comment that, elephant hunting can starve you. And you guys have to realize that, again, Megamint is built for health beauty industry. There are some merchants that might not want to pay that, but again, they might not be the most valuable merchants and most valuable for your time. I know this. I've been in the industry. I've been selling POS right out of college. And I will tell you that the salons that I went out there and sold this type of software, I sold 3 of them, and they made up for probably 80% of my residuals on that vertical than the 20 little salon shops that I sold. So yes, you do have to go out there and you do have to spend time on larger merchants, but yes, there are options for your smaller merchants as well. They can just use the Poynt terminal as it is. They can use the scheduler application as it is. If it's not a good fit for you, that's completely fine. What we're looking for is great sales institutions, which I know on this webinar right now, looking at the names, there's a lot of great sales institutions that need a software like this. And I got a lot of great comments from people once I actually sent out the webinar saying, hey, we have this group Megamint coming on. They said, oh, that is awesome. I finally have something to compete with MindBody. They haven't had that before. So this is an absolute home run for these groups that want to start selling this solution.
Also, I will say just really quick on this, Giuseppe, typically when we go out in our own sales conversations, we almost never have the discussion around price because once they start seeing what the software does and how it can, help them make more money, it's like the price point for the type of salons that we typically work with is not an issue. So maybe for the ones that have like one or two stylists, it might be. But as soon as they have like 3 or 4 stylists working at the salon or therapists working at the spa, typically it's very easy for us in a quick demo to show how we can add value and change the conversation to that.
Absolutely, and you're absolutely right. I'll walk down the street today, I see these small salons, I'll sell them a Poynt terminal and move on, right? We're just helping, again, we're helping, provide ammo for these resellers that when they go into the big, larger salons that do have multiple stylists, you're absolutely right. Pricing sometimes isn't even considered in the early conversation just because they find the software so valuable. That is why POS companies are doing so well, like Toast, that are like Breadcrumb. These guys, I see their numbers, they're kicking butt. And why are they kicking butt? They're expensive as hell. But they're expensive because they provide a lot of value. Merchants are looking for value. They want to grow their businesses, especially good merchants. And so there's an opportunity here for you guys to go and help, have a software that will help you sell good merchants. That's what we're trying to do here. And that's what we want to do for you guys today. And I know that a lot of you are excited about this and a lot of you see the opportunity and we're here to help you and get you kind of whatever you need to get started. So we saw a lot of great things. We saw you guys can put on the landing page of the website. You can go there, book now, and you'll have it. So it's an integration. It basically will show on the terminal, it'll show on the desktop, the mobile phone. You guys have a video and you guys have marketing. I know you have a video and marketing material for the merchants as well. So we'll make sure to pass that out with our follow-up email to this recording in the deck. But that's going to be super helpful. This professionally shot video that's going to be a good kind of marketing tool for the resellers. Anything else you guys think I'm missing right now, Daniel or Justin? Anything that we can kind of speak more about?
Yeah, maybe just really quick about the process of how we actually like to do these partnerships, because we understand that sometimes when you guys go out and talk to a potential merchant and they start having all of these questions like how does it compare to this, how does it, why is it better than that? We really like to make that easy and help you as early as possible. So if you think that there is a good fit for Mangamint, we'd like to come in early and be as supportive and as effective in the sales process as we can be. So it's very easy. You just have to, once we set up the partnership and agree on like the basic structure of this, then it's as simple as just sending us an email, filling out a web form, and then we jump right in and are really focused also on driving the conversation forward. And a lot of times what we've seen so far is that sometimes when a deal might get stuck for you in terms of there's no urgency on the sales side, when we come into the conversation, it changes that whole game. And then we really focus also on helping you close that prospective merchant. So I just wanted to highlight that because that's been something that has been really successful for some of our early partners.
Yeah, I've seen that be successful as well. You guys are the experts. We want your resellers to get more familiar and become experts. And we'll give you guys materials to do that. But utilize these guys' time while you have it and make sure that you're building a good partnership with them because they will help you. And I've seen them bring them into some heavy sales and they've basically closed the sale for the reseller. So can't thank you guys much. Can't thank you, any more than thank you guys so much for just joining today and being a part of this and joining on the Poynt family and getting your software in there to help our resellers sell to more merchants. But this is great. We're really looking forward to it. And, let us know if there's anything else that we can help you guys with.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, thank you for letting us have the time and talk about the product. And yeah, we're excited for what's to come.
All right, everybody, let you get back to it. Feel free to email me if you have any further questions, but we'll let you get back to your day. And thank you so much for joining. We'll be, again, identical session at 2 p.m. today. We'll be going through the same stuff. We'll have everything recorded and the deck be sent out in our sales hub as well as emailed to every member as well. But thank you all for joining, and we will talk soon.